What's up, guys? Key Michael here, professional volleyball player and creator of the Volley Bubble. What's the Volley Bubble? That's such a great question, Betty. Thank you so much for asking. The Volley Bubble is a totally made up name for this vlogumentary. It's half vlog, it's half documentary, it's 100% volleyball and bubble. That doesn't make any sense at all. Basically, it's an excuse for me to travel Europe, visiting my friends and just hanging out with them. But to make it worthwhile for you guys, my friends just happen to be professional female volleyball players here in Europe. And so they're allowing me into their lives. They're letting me film a day in their lives, a tour of their apartment, their training, behind the scenes at matches. And I'm also sitting down one-on-one with each player to record a podcast episodes. I'm bringing you a new player every single week and putting it here on YouTube in a series called The Volley Bubble. So, yes. Hope that answers your question. Now that we're all on the same page, this week I've been in Venelle, France, and any of you who have been my friend for a while, you'll know that Venelle is literally where it all began for me, not in terms of playing volleyball, but in terms of this YouTube channel. This is where I got the harebrained idea to actually start filming stuff and put it on the internet. Burp. I played in Venelle last season, so I was already excited to come here, but then stalked my next guest online. Her name's Gia Day. She's an American outside hitter and, drumroll please, is a YouTuber. And it was so bizarre, but so cool when I was stalking her online and watching her videos. And she was making these videos in Lindsay's old apartment. And again, if you guys have been watching this channel for a while, you're gonna know who Lindsay is. She was basically my sidekick last year with all my video making projects, all my photography projects. Hey guys.
Have to drink it!
Oh, sorry. Okay.
It's bad luck. Take 12.
But I digress. It was so fun catching up with Gia and chatting all things YouTube and making vids and playing volleyball, and even the fact that she knew what B-roll was. When I walked into her apartment, she's like, I'm gonna just quickly go put my recycling downstairs, but feel free to get some B-roll of the apartment if you need to. I love that you know what B-roll is. So as soon as I got her on the podcast, we probably could have just talked for hours, and I think actually we probably did, but she and I see eye to eye on a lot of things, and it was really, we just dove in. We dove into volleyball, we dove into living in Venelle, we dove into long distance relationships, being a creator on the internet, being a first year pro, all of the things. Well, I'm not first year pro, but I was at one time. What it's like to be an eternal optimist, because as it turns out, we kind of both are. So here's a little snippet of the conversation.
Yes, I could have probably made more money with a really high level corporate job or whatever, but came to France and my husband's in America. But we know that this is so much more, it's more than just a job than a house and a car. Like, really encourage young people to do what you want to do. Like, you don't have to be locked down in this life of, okay, I need a house, I need a car, I need a job, all these things. What do you really want to do? What are you good at? What are you passionate about? And build off of that. Not I couldn't stand those stupid questionnaires about, oh, what are all your skills? What do you like to do? Okay, here's a job for you.
Here's a job that fits what you think you're good at, yeah.
Yeah, no, and mine was some kind of marketing specialist for some tech company, and what? I don't want to do that. I don't want to sit at a desk all day and work for someone else.
And the thing is, in 2020, you can pretty much make a job you can invent a job for yourself. This is what I'm trying to do right now. I don't know if you guys can tell. I don't actually have a job. I'm just traveling around Europe making videos. Gia and I are kind of like two peas in a pod. It was such an uplifting conversation, and I think if you go and listen to it now, if you're not in a good mood, you definitely will be by the time you finish listening to that, because we both see the world through rose-tinted glasses, I guess. But as always, the link to the full episode of the podcast will be in the description. Yeah, if you want to see her apartment tour and where the girls train and all things Venelle, that's in the previous video. I will link to that here as well. And you can see how Gia decorated her apartment, which is night and day from how Lindsay had it, but still nice. Guys, it goes such a long way if you give it a little thumbs up to the video, subscribe if you want to follow along, because I'm bringing you a different player every single week. And if you want to have an input on what players I go visit, all you gotta do is leave a little comment down, in the commenty spot. And I'll see you guys in the next one.